Welcome everyone. Welcome to another stream. I'm excited for this one. This one should be a really good stream. Should you do the same? It's all right, bud. Anthony here with the Bulbaritos, coming to you with a brand new stream for the Osiris Invitational. I'm going to try to wrap this intro up pretty quick because I know we're about to jump in the game. So if you haven't already, make sure to join our Discord. We are going to be doing exclusive events for some upcoming events in Rise of Kingdoms, if that's something you're interested in, as well as subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content. We are focusing primarily on live content, so we'd love to have you here. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get the screen rolling because the match should be jumping in, and then I will fire up some music while we wait. See, okay, we got 1:28, so maybe my clock is a little bit ahead. Okay, well, we'll keep it here, and I am gonna fire up some. You and Shinchi doing the same stream? Yeah, there's probably several of us that are gonna be doing several streams that are gonna overlap. 1664. Hey, how do you like your kingdom, bud? Yeah, they're probably going to be, because there's only really two matches that I envision that are going to be really good, and it's this one, 411K and HKL. I think is going to be a doozy. I think it's going to be keys to victory, 100% is going to be if 411K can hold off HKL's initial push, because HKL does something that's very different, and I'll talk about it once we jump in the match. But if they can wave off the initial wave for HKL, I think they'll win. If they get blown out of the water like a lot of teams do when they get caught off guard, then we might have some trouble for 411K. But let me cue up some music real quick. Let me know if the audio sounds good. That way I can make sure, keep it good for y'all, and then we'll go from there. Would y'all prefer the music to be a little louder or the gameplay? And then I'll set it up that way. That way we can kind of have that. All right, we should be getting in here in a minute. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I may need to back out of this window. Oh, there you go. Let's see. Watch. Enter. Boom. And we are in like that. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to tell y'all what the keys to victory, what I think they are. Let me shut this guy off real quick. There you go. Okay. So with HKL, let me see which side they're on. Okay, so they're on top. Okay. So what HKL does, and they do really, really well, is A lot of teams run 3-lane systems, 3-lane setups. You know, top, bottom, however they name them. Off the break off, what HKL does very, very well is they tend not to send anybody mid off the rip. So what they use their mid lane players for is they actually send them and all send their fast marches and park them in front of the enemy altars and shrines. So you're seeing them all come in now. What that does is that puts a lot of pressure on the initial capture, which is super important for those of y'all who aren't familiar with Ark of Osiris. The initial capture can end the game essentially off the rip or put you behind the 8 ball very, very fast, because those first occupation scores, you could be down 10K to 1K in the first 5 minutes of the game, which puts you in a really bad spot. So what 411K needs to do in order to counter it is they need to park a lot of troops out here, and they need to get these first occupies. If they don't do that, it's going to be game over off the rip. And as good as 411K is, and they are very, very good, it's very hard to come back from a 9K deficit unless you're capturing a lot of arcs, which brings up our second point. If 411K wants a really good shot at beating HKL, they need to prioritize middle early. That's the key. So they need to be... HKL tends to come in towards the middle around the 3-minute mark, 3.5 minutes. If 411K is there at the 5-minute mark and HKL has to fight their way through to get to the middle, it only benefits 411K. So they really, really do need to do that. That is top priority. And then the final point that I would say for both teams is the structure game. HKL usually wins the structure game off the rip because they get first occupies on a lot of these buildings. So if you can neutralize that and make the game about the arc and come in early and not late, then 411K got this. I actually have them winning this match, surprisingly, and let's start with HKL. We're going to watch HKL because I want to see how they're going to split off. I'm pretty confident in what I'm saying right now, but let's see. It should look like Black Friday at Walmart is what we're looking for. Tons of marches. Yep, here we go. And off the rip, we already got provisioners going. They know what's going to happen. They know provision. But 411K is no slouch. Who you thinking will win? I have 411K winning this match. I think they'll wait off the storm. They'll push off the storm, and they'll win it with like the last arc carrier or the provisions, I think is what's going to come it down to. I think it'll be one of the tightest matches. I think it'll be under 1K that the winner wins by. All right, let's see how their marches. Okay, so he's going to hop. They're going to hop. 3HK. Okay, so they're pretty close. I'm going to see how close he is after he hops. Okay, so he's multiple hopping. That's good. Smart. A lot of people don't realize that. Let's see how fast he's going to be. 13 seconds. So that's super duper fast. Let's see. I don't think HKL is going to be, or 411K is going to be out of the gates that fast. Yeah, they're not going to get that. Not in 13 seconds. There we go. Should be the first. Ooh, who got it first? I didn't catch that. Did you catch that? I wasn't paying attention. I think 411K got it first. Should be interesting. Let's see. We're going to zoom out a little bit because I want to see how fast these marches are coming in. They should be overextending fairly quickly. Let's see. There's the rally. Nope, not a rally. So here comes HKL. A ton of marches. Okay. They're coming out a little slower. Oh, there we go. The map just needed to load up. So here's what I was talking about. HKL off the rip. They send all their troops. Look how they're spreading out. But they may be switching it up. They may be going mid. Let's do like a macro shot. Oh, let me zoom out a little bit. Sorry about that. Zoom out a little bit so we can see these dots move and where they're going. All right, bud. Thanks for jumping in, Jesper. Appreciate it, man. Have a good day, man. We'll probably be here a little bit later. We're going to be doing the JWM 2 match as well. We're going to be doing that at 15 UTC. All right, let's see this. All right, we got them going. Let's see mid. We only got one going up mid for... Okay. So HKL. So what that's telling me is that everybody should be coming here. There we go. 106 seconds before these buildings start opening up. They do not. There goes the rally, man. Let's see if they let it hit. Ooh, if HKL's rally hits, this should be interesting. 40 seconds. They break it off? Yep. Okay, cool. They're breaking it off and they're heading to the Sky Altar. Let's see if 411K catches this. I don't know if they're seeing that. Here it come. Hopefully somebody's calling this out. "60 seconds, and then the fighting begins." There you go. 411K finally caught on to it. So they're doing the smart play, and they're going to start hitting them prior to this structure coming. Because even if they lose it, even if they don't get the initial touch, they'll be close enough to where they're sending their troops should be fairly easy. They should be targeting the CC. To go this Takeda. See, they can't afford to do that. They need to be hitting. Where are you going? Don't chase them. This will be interesting because this is exactly what I was talking about. Sneaking these buildings. "10 seconds. I got money that this guy right here will sneak in 5 seconds because he's far enough out to where he should just instantly be able to walk in. Oh, 411K snuck in. All right, get in, get in. They did exactly what they needed to do. They stopped the push. Now the issue is going to come is, do they have enough troops to reinforce it? That's going to be the truth. Okay, so we got an Artemisia already for 411K. They need to get that guy in there. Or lady. Get that lady in there. Here they come. It's exactly what they needed to do. They need to overwhelm this. They need to pressure, target the CC, fill the building, and then prepare for initial capture. So we got an even split here. We're going to stay here just because I want to see if they can hold off. There we go. There's HKL going. The Attilas, they probably won't swarm because it probably wouldn't be that smart. You're going to kill off most of your troops. Just re-garrison the building. And there we go. Last one. Just keep reinforcing it. Artemisia will do her thing. And Taket and Attila will get pretty walloped pretty good there. Just reinforce it, and then we're going to move on to the next buildings. Yeah, Attila, that guy's down. All right, let's go to this building. Let's see how this is looking. Artemisia, the swarm. But look, here we got, they're pushed up super far. So HKL is ready for this. But as long as 411K does this, so this is what they need to do. And here we go, like what I was saying. Keys to victory right here. Keys to victory. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and they're going to be in there. Now keep in mind, the first arc is not the highest scoring arc. So you are investing a lot into arc, but you do need to make sure that you take care of your structures. You can't abandon this before you get initial capture. They need this. Minute and 20. They need to stay here. Because if HKL wants, they could just swarm this building, and that's what I think they're about to do. So 411K, hopefully they have their eyes on this. HKL would need to start hitting this building about now in order to hopefully stop it before the minute comes in. And I have a feeling it's about to come with this rally. They're waiting for this rally to hit. and then it will proceed. But even if 411K loses this, if they get the first occupy, this will help out tremendously. They just can't afford to lose first occupy on this. So hopefully 411K sees this because they need it. Ooh, and it's going down fast. They need to reinforce. 30 seconds. Ooh, that's going to come in close. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's see if we can get it. 30 seconds. Can they hold on? I got some reinforcements, but with 15 seconds, better start getting some troops in there. They're about to lose it. I think they're going to lose it at like 2 seconds left. Unless somebody can get in. They should just put in anything at this point. They just need the capture. Oh, they got it. Barely got it. First occupy. They barely got it. That's awesome. It doesn't matter that they lost it. They still got first occupy. That's what ultimately matters. But as we can see on this map, check the map out though. Like I was saying, structure game. But there's a give and take. So there's a give and take. They're giving up structures in order to capture the arc. That's why they're losing a lot of these structures, is because of that. Let's zoom out and we're going to check out some of this. I'm going to leave on some of the fighting real quick. Or actually, let's go to some of the interesting. Okay. So Akai, I did have some graphics from our first video where Akai was highlighted. Hey, how's it going? Can I just say Dave, or is it Dave's? Dave's? I'm just gonna say Dave. Hey Dave, welcome bud. Welcome to the stream. We're streaming some Rise of Kingdoms. They have this event going on right now. It's kind of like a, I guess you could say it's kind of like the version, just two teams up against each other, 30v30, playing this mode. So we have this one right now. We got another one in about 2 hours, and then probably I'll be jumping on some League of Legends after that, soon thereafter. All right, let's go check these blinking structures out, see how they're working right now. Ooh, the Artemisia. Artemisia. How you doing today, bud? Dude, I forgot to tell you, I had a triple kill right after you got off because I used that strat that you were talking about. So we'll have to check it out again. All right, let's go. We got a minute and a half. Let's see how it's looking in the middle right now. Should be mass chaos. And just like that, HKO overwhelming them in the middle. That's delay detected. Nice. I'll make an American account so I can do it. Hey, yeah. So you can play against us noobs. You're gonna have like the 40 kills and I'm gonna be out here just getting baited. All right, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Let's see how the red dots and blue dots are kind of intermingling. It looks like HKL have the presence in the middle. So with that being said, 411K should be prioritizing the buildings if they're gonna get overwhelmed in the middle. So this one's still going. This Attila, at this point, I would break this rally off because it's about to lose and start coming towards the middle because it's not going to win that part. And swarming Attila, man, that's never a good idea. But get the structure down. They'll get it down. But at the cost of a ton of troops and a ton of healing. See, nice, definitely. All right, I'll join back because I'm grinding, ranking. Yeah, but good luck, man. Have a good day, man. I'll see you in a little bit. Just keep an eye out. I'll be on in a little bit in the day. Thanks for joining, man. All right, it looks this Attila may hold up. It's gonna be tight because these three are gonna disappear fairly quick. Let's see. What do we got? Neutral? Okay, let's check out this arc. Let's check out the arc. Has anyone grabbed it? Nope. Who's going to be the first to sneak it out? It looks like HKL is grabbing it from the back. And I cannot. Oh. Here it is. 411K snuck it out. And they popped bogged down too slow. Too late. They're out of there. Oh, maybe not. Got walloped. See, every little spot that 411K can move this, it's gonna help them out. And it looks like HKL is booking it right now. Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, you should not be able to run the arc that fast. So, yeah, you should not be able to run the arc that fast. So I guess the bug is alive. The bug is still alive. See, that's the way the arc should look when they're running it. See how slow they're going? The other guy was booked like super fast, and it shouldn't be that fast. Because when you're an arc carrier, it slows your march speed down, and you take huge amounts of damage for carrying it. And 411K grabbed it and pretty much brought it back to the center, which is what they need. But at the same time, look at the map now. So 411K starting to work on these points. Let's see what the points per game is. Okay, so HKL is leading by just a little bit. All the teleports are used. That's always a good sign. That lets you know that they prioritize their teleport spots, which is key to some really good teams. They keep an eye on that. Multiple people grabbing it. And 411K out here. But I don't see any fresh people coming in. That's what I'm seeing, and that's going to be an issue. The only way that 411K can afford to lose this is if they're going to take the altars and score those points, because that would be a decent trade, because this one isn't a very high scoring arc. So that's what I would focus on if I was 411K. If you're not sending anybody, then start taking these buildings. By the looks of it, they grabbed it. See, and this Richard's running fast. Like, that's fast. Okay, never mind. That's pretty decent. Okay. But where is he going to take it? It looks like this structure is getting rallied, but it's not going to happen. Not going to happen there. So if they're smart, they'll take it there. Let's take it back to the arc carrier. Looks like HKL will be capturing the first arc. Thank y'all again for everyone joining us. Appreciate it. Make sure to smash a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and join our Discord if that's something you're interested in. So it looks like they're free and clear. Oh, maybe not. Get them. If they slow them down, that's still a plus. I would take that all day. They'll catch him. I don't think a Guan will get melted that fast, or he won't touch the carrier. Oh, Guan will take it. And then should switch to this Edward or YSG. Maybe, yeah. Well, I would do the DPS first. Get to see all these animations. Oh, and they took him out before. Dude. Where are they going with the... Okay, so they're taking it to the outpost. So let's go back to our structure game. See what's going on. Till it's a Takeda. It ain't going down. Look at the presence. So 411K does this very, very well. But that being said, they do this very, very well on their shrines of war. They do it very well on those structures. The issue that they have is they normally don't do this on enemy structures that they capture, which has always been... They do a lot of flip-flop. Like if you saw that on the enemy desert altar, that's where you're starting to get top notch. So HKO already knows what's coming. They have their support. Let's see how it's going over here. Attila against Charles. And as before, this entire Osiris Invitational, we have witnessed Attila Takeda getting nuked by Charles. It's becoming a trend now where Charles has just been taking advantage of Attila Takeda. Even look at the rally. Look at what they're taking. And even the trades. So this Attila should lose this at the very, very end. All right, let's go check out some of the other structures. Maybe we had some swarms or got some. There we go. We got some decent fighting. This is the area I was telling you about. So will 411K bring all those marches that they had to reinforce the rally and get through it? And that's kind of what we're trying to see. But HKL is doing exactly what they need to be doing. So, and that's what they need to do. They need to be attacking all these open field marches. And then they need to, 411K, have this rally coming in. And if I had to guess, Attila Takeda. Yep, there it is. Attila Takeda. Because right now what they're effectively doing, 411K, is they're limiting the amount of reinforcements prior to the rally hitting that will be available to reinforce the structure. Which, as you're seeing right now, without reinforcements, Artemisia is not going to hold up very long. So Artemisia is going down. Hopefully they can get some reinforcements in here. If they can, it'll get interesting. But at the same time, they got their own Mr. Fung sending his Attila Takeda. And 411K, just like that. All their marches, they all got swarmed out. So HKL may end up holding this up. They got reinforcements close by. They weathered the storm. And now they're going to start pushing up. And that's what you need to be doing. See? And they notice they are not swarming the Attila. Because those trades would be bad. And you don't necessarily need to swarm Attila. You just need to reinforce your structure. That's it. Because if you're swarming Attila, it's going to be bad. Bad trades. Bad trades. And just like that. So what they're doing is they're pushing up their forward line. And then they're bringing the extra marches up from the back. But will that cost them this structure? It's going to be tight. Hopefully they didn't just... They had the advantage, so hopefully they don't lose this. It's a high-scoring building. Should be interesting. All those marches should be coming for this altar right here, which is what they need. So 411K should be sending more people here. We'll see. And just like that, we got 5 minutes left till the arc spawns. Blinking structures all over the board for both sides. Let's check out what the points per minute game is. Still the same. Okay, so the focus will now start becoming who's going to capture these arcs. The next arc should be for 4K points, which is pretty exciting. It starts bringing... This lead will easily disappear if that arc is captured. And keep in mind, 3K of these points are because they captured the arc. So this game is a whole lot closer than what it looks like right now. And just like that, it looks like they're going to take this building. Yep, and they just did. Oh, but they're re-swarming it. Here they come for the swarm. Going with the Attila garrison. Because I assume they don't have very many good garrisons. And he does fairly decent against... He does pretty well against swarms, so... But HKL doing the smart play. So what they're doing is they're coming in from below and they're going to cut off the 411K reinforcements. And now these guys are trapped. So now you're going to have HKL coming from the top and they're going to be coming from the bottom now. So what 411K should be doing And the smart play would be to park their troops on this side, even if they're coming from the bottom side, and park them up here and force them to come fight them on the top side. Last thing you want is to be fighting on bottom. There you go. And they reswarm the building to retake it. Saladin should hold up fairly well against these two, so you should be good there, especially with archers. But let's see. Keep an eye on it, and then from there we're going to switch to the middle. Oh, and they sorry, I looked over, and now I look over. They just lost it. But they'll reswarm it, and then they'll move to the middle. So I'm not super worried. 3 minutes. Let's check out the middle, because I have a feeling. So they didn't do what I was suggesting. So it'll be interesting. So HKL did what they needed to do. So they're keeping 411K. So 411K needs to start dragging them over to the other side of the map. Because fighting on their side isn't going to help. Because now all you're going to see is HKL. They're all going to come dumping in topside. And now, effectively, they're fighting from their back foot again. So we got a lot of AFK marches in the middle. See, all this fighting, I wouldn't be fighting right here. That's not helping. Group fighting, there you go. Group fighting, and you need to go one by one, start hitting all these. Be hitting this El Cid. That Saladin, I'd probably leave alone, but knock out these El Cids real quick. This Guan is almost done, and you just go systematically one by one through the marches, and you just take them piece by piece. Knock out this Edward, and you're focusing on the DPS people first. Especially your Cavs and your archers, they tend to be more squishy. So they don't take very much. So you want to avoid the Guans. You want to avoid the Constantines in the middle. You want to avoid all those. The Ethels, you should definitely hit, because if they're with Joan, they're just healing mass troops. And if you can get them to survive, and we just saw a skill popped. So HKL just popped a skill. I would assume 411K is about to pop theirs here in a second. And just like that, like clockwork, they both pop skills in the middle. Let's focus. We're going to stay focused on the middle, because it should be, these arcs are going to become very important, because it will be most likely, based on the timing, it will be this one and one more arc. And that will be the last of the 2 arcs. The structure game, we got structures blinking everywhere. Go, go, go. But we're going to stick in the middle, because there's a ton of fighting going on right here. Now notice, because a 411K did not initially come to the top, now they have a big scrum in the middle where it's going to be hard to see who's going to grab the arc. So that's the whole reason you want to come topside and fight on the opponent's side, because it allows for your carriers to easily pull the arc and run. See, like all these troops, they need to be over here. They need to be topside fighting. That way, at least if the enemy grabs the arc, they can easily tap them before they have to run halfway through the map. So many AFK. Look, oh, these AFK. There they go. All right, so finally they're coming out to play. So many YSGs. They need to be targeting. So this is the perfect area to have the AoE. If you can get them to survive with AoE, a YSG in here, ooh, you're going to be doing work with tons of YSGs. And just like that, look, 411K, they need to move these troops. Move them up. Forget the Richard. See, this is a good stall tactic that a lot of teams don't utilize, is their infantry. They use them and they just tank. Just tank and tank and tank and tank. Welcome back, Jesper. So, I don't know. Okay, so they're running the arc now. Sorry for that. Running, running, running. So now, keep an eye on HKL. Look how long it takes. So that's why it's important just to keep the arc moving. because look how long it's going to take these marches just to get over here. So that's a good key to victory right there. You just need to keep moving it. Just keep moving it. Every inch you move it, you're saving your team a ton of time. They need to hit this YSG because, yep, there we go, just like we called it. And you hit this CC because this CC will catch that arc carrier. But it shouldn't take very much damage to take it out. Hit the CC. Take him out. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna stick with this arc carrier until we know that he's gonna be clean, but this arc carrier will go down for sure. I think this Takeda will take it out first. But it doesn't look like he's touching him. Oh yeah, he is touching him. But they're holding up. They're moving it. They're moving it. So the trick here, and a lot of people, what they did do with one of the updates is it used to be really hard to target the arc carrier. But now if you click this guy, it brings you to the character, to the, well, they just dropped the arc. So it brings you to the carrier. That way you can easily target the arc runner. It used to be really hard, so you would run in a mob so that nobody could click and target your march. But now they made it a lot easier. So this Ethel should be getting targeted, then the Edward. And at this point, if I was 411K, what I would focus on is just targeting the marches. If you have some weak marches that want to try to grab the arc, do that. Yep. So grab, if they're about to die, try to grab the arc and just try to move it. But the full marches should be just targeting marches. There they go. All the HKL guys. Let's see. So it looks like they're taking it to an outpost. And if HKL tries, yep, you're going to see the Cav or the fast marches coming to try to take this outpost. So it should be interesting to see if they have marches in here. But they're booking it. They're booking it. So they're stalling. 411K. Hopefully they keep an eye on this. Putting a link on the Kingdom chat. Hey, appreciate it, bud. Thanks, man. Every little thing helps. So trying to grow, trying to commentate. Appreciate it, man. Jasper, are you already on our Discord, bud? Or did you just find me through YouTube? Dun, 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 dun. All right, we're gonna find out. This is a nice tactic that a lot of teams are doing. Where there you go, and they were ready. They have their Artemisia, so now they're just gonna garrison this thing until they kill off these troops. What a lot of teams try to do is they try to do that and catch people off guard, and they don't have a proper garrison. And so then you sneak the building, and then you grab the arc and just run it in. There you go. So I cleared it out. You should see some marches start jumping out, and they should capture it. But at the same time, that 4K, just cut into it. They'll still be close, but they need to focus on the buildings now. So they must have lost their altars during that same time. Looks like they're full. Jump out. All right. Let's see. Let's keep an eye on this. There you go. So all the marches that left are now going to start swarming this building. Should be going down. Recapture this altar. Take control of their buildings again. Just found me yesterday. Hey, appreciate it, bud. That's awesome. Yeah, we're gonna start doing some cool stuff. So make sure to let people know if they want to join. We're using the Osiris Invitational kind of like a test bench. We're testing some stuff out. We are going to be doing an exclusive event for Rise of Kingdoms for our Discord, our members and our subscribers. Win some prizes, have some fun. So if that's something that your friends are interested in, definitely come and check us out. Where did all the 411K marches go? Where are you going? And just like that, they're going to lose the building again. I don't know why they left. They shouldn't have left. Yeah. They're overextending right now. Is that what it is? Yeah. It's going to be a little late. They should have stuck with their building because they didn't capture it. Yep. And just like that, now they're too late. They can try to swarm it, but Artemisia isn't going to be pretty. Yeah. They're going to get nuked right there. Yep. And now, see, now they're all retreating back. What is that? What is that weird line? That's weird. Oh, I guess it was just the game. I was freaking out. It's like, what is that? Laser? Lasers. So the lead it's not out of control right now. But what this says is 411K has to take control of their structures. They need to neutralize the points per minute. So you can't have this. That you can't have. So they need to get their structures back, capture them, and hold them. And then from there, then they need to focus on the arc. The last arc is worth 4,500 points. Easily brings them back into the game. And then it becomes all about structures. And if they're fast, they could possibly spawn another arc, but it would need to be pretty quick. So here's another tip, and a lot of people are doing this, and it's kind of sad, but what you need to be doing if you're not used to playing arc is when you have marches like that or like that, you need to kill them off. Just keep attack something, because if this 30 seconds would have been more like 10 seconds marching back to your city, because it would have been a dead march. So that's an important strat that a lot of people aren't using or forgetting to use. They probably know about it, but you need to be killing off your marches, because the dead march marching back marches almost twice as fast as your normal march. And if you have infantry, it's more than half of the time. All right, let's go. Where are we at? 6 minutes. I'm just going to easily glance in the middle. Okay, so I didn't expect anybody there, but you can't have this. They need to get this structure back. And this is what HKL does very well. So for those of y'all who rewatch this video and want to learn how, you know, the top tier, how the champions for Horus, Osiris League Season 2, what they're doing, this is what they're doing. They constantly have open field presence around opposing structures, not just their structures. It's around opposing structures. So that's what you have to know when to do, is to break off and then move it over here. So this is what they do very well. This is the enemy structure that they're holding, and they have this many marches surrounding their building. Around the 4.5 minute mark, because assuming, let's see what marches they got. I don't think they're, well, Attila Garrison may go down. Okay, so they're reinforcing. But it may not go down. Tile hop, bud. Tile hop. Yeah, there you go. Finally. That Attila, I think, is going to go down. Yeah, they should have garrison. They got plenty. They got an Artemisia over here. They got a bunch of, but I think it's all their cab marches that they just push forward. Hey Jasper, what match are you excited for at the 15 UTC mark? It looks like they're holding them off. It's gonna be a close one. All right. By the looks, let's zoom in. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in real quick. Attila's still holding on, man. Shoo. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. That's the match. That's the match I'm casting. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that one. I know that a lot of people are going to be casting it, but the other two matches I don't see. I think those are going to be barn burners. I think, you know, there we go. Attila just caved. So now we got an Artemisia. They should clear out these marches, and they need to hold this structure. So they need to keep these marches here. until they capture. Because they will lose this structure if they march off. They need to hold it. But yeah, no, that match is going to be amazing. I'm excited for that one. I think that's going to be another barn, like a barn burner. There's going to be a lot of fighting. Because everyone's sleeping on FN, and I think it's going to be pretty close. I don't know if FN will squeak it by. It would be pretty cool if they did. You know, but that would be the closest match. I think JWM will handle the other team fairly well, and it'll be like a 20K point deficit, the lead. So sorry for my dancing. I like to dance. Just kidding. All right, so minute 52. Hopefully, we'll keep an eye on that structure. At the same time, HKL. Okay, so they're gonna hold this one. They need to make sure it's reinforced. Cool, smart. Let's check out this structure. Artemisia. Okay, so 411K is doing what they need to do. They need to solidify their structure game. Points should even out pretty soon. Okay. Should even out fairly soon. And now we're going to make our way to the middle. Got a minute and a half. Should be popping skills left and right. And just like that, guys. Ooh, it's going to be a tight one. 411K. Clearing out. That's what they need to do. FN are good. Dude, I haven't casted an FN match. I'm excited because I hear that they were really good. And that's what makes the Osiris Invitational really hard, is you're seeing like the best of the best. So even really good teams, like people are thinking they're not very good. And it's like, guys, it's just because they're playing against really, really good teams. Like some of these teams for the Anubis Kingdom that was their first, Osiris League together. This was the Horus second season. So a lot of these teams are fairly good, and with migration and everything, I think you're going to start seeing a balance, a shift, which I think is what's going to happen. You're going to start seeing a shift where this Osiris Invitational, I kind of expected this, but the next season, I think it's going to be a lot closer score-wise than it was this time, because you're going to start seeing people migrate over to the younger kingdoms, and the Osiris League over there is going to look pretty dominant too. All right, 14 seconds. Let's see who's going to grab it. Okay, so they popped the bog down already. Let's see, has anybody grabbed it yet? I don't think so. It's still there. Oh, the timer would start. Yep, there you go. So somebody just grabbed it. Who grabbed it? And they're booking it. Booking it. Run, Forrest. Run. Run. The bog down slowed him down too. But there you go. HKL knows what's happening right here. And it's okay. This arc area is going to go down, and that's fine. But look how far he got it. That's easily another minute just to march back to the center. So they need to be with their like this Takeda march should try grabbing it because of how low he is. They need to swarm this Edward, start targeting all these marches and flooding. But what they can't have happen, what 411K can't have happen, is they can't lose all their structures again. If they lose it, they're going to lose. It doesn't matter. They need to keep this. Or they need to neutralize, which is what they're trying to do right now. They need to neutralize the HKL buildings. Because with the neutral and the arc capture, this lead completely goes away. And that's what they need. That's what they honestly need right now. But they do need more marches here. There's no way these marches are going to hold up. Because HKL understands what's going to happen if they capture this. And look at the amount of... So this is a clear indication that HKL understands what's important. So they're trying to stall. Even if they lose this, they're trying to stall as long as they can so that this timer does not kick back. So if it takes too much longer, what 411K is trying to do is they're trying to capture it as quickly as possible so that another arc can spawn. And HKL, they're trying to stall to keep the arc from being captured prior to 8 minutes. Once 8 minutes on the clock hits, the arc will not spawn again. So that's effectively what HKL is trying to do. They're trying to stall. They're not necessarily trying to capture this. They're trying to stall so that another one does not have the opportunity to capture, to spawn. And just like that, man, 411K is bringing the hurt. Swarm, swarm, swarm. See, they need to be hitting these eddies, these CCs, all these fast marches that will easily get swarmed and get down pretty quick. That's what they need to be doing. And I'm pretty sure they already know that, so. But just like that, look, they're still moving it. Still booking it. And as you're seeing, marches going out left and right, left and right. I do want to see this. Keep an eye. We got to keep an eye on this. Lost control of the arc. That's fine. Because neutralizing the buildings will help per minute. Because it takes 3 minutes to capture, to recapture buildings. So that's the key. Is neutralizing will take them down fairly low. Keep your points per minute and capture the arc. That's what they need. And HKL's, they're stalling. They're stalling hard. That's good. It's going to be a tight one. Okay, so at this point, they need 411K. What each team needs to be doing, 411K needs to be neutralizing the buildings. Because based on what I'm seeing, I don't think they're going to capture it be close. You don't want it really spawning like where you're instantly having to capture it. You need time to run, and I think they're going to run out of time. Yeah, it's too slow. So the other thing we also need to keep an eye on is provisions. If 411K and HKL, I know HKL for sure provisions are going to be a huge thing. So a lot of these blinking structures are still blinking. Let's see. I'm just going to flip over real quick, see how we're looking. Ooh, and he's barely going to hold on. Let's see structures of HKL is holding on. Okay, so it's coming. Let's go back to the arc carrier. So they didn't neutralize. All the rallies failed. So HKL is doing what they need to do. They're stalling. Let's zoom in, see if the graphics don't break. Where's the art guy? Oh, you can't see him. Where's Waldo? Oh, there he is. Run, Forrest. Oh. HKL is doing a great job stalling. Like, this is a fantastic job of stalling. And at this point, both teams should be rallying structures to try to neutralize the point gain. Because this arc will be 4,500 points, which will put them in about a 3K deficit, which is not very much at all. So I think what HKL is going to do is in about a minute, HKL will pull all their troops out unless they're pretty much dead. They will pull them out, and then they will retreat to swarm a structure. Unless they all die off, which is fine. Because they did their job. Look, it's 10 minutes left in the game. It takes 8 minutes for an arc to spawn. Being realistic, it's super hard unless you get a free run to run an arc in 2.5 minutes. Well, now it'd be around 2 minutes, so... Blinking structures everywhere. And HKL sneaking it over here. They were trying to sneak it. Here we go, here we go. Clearing out. There you go. Let's see. Okay, so HKL still has some structures. So HKL is just doing the smart thing. They're letting 411K grab it, and then they just swarm. It's just a good stall tactic. So check this out. They literally, okay, that's, I did not expect that. So HKL's done such a good job of stalling that 411K felt like they needed to pop a skill in order to capture this arc. That is huge. Because now, in the last 8 minutes, that skill most likely won't be able to get popped around one of the structures. That's huge. That could be a huge boo-boo by 411K. I don't know why I would not have popped. You are going to capture this. Yeah, 8 minutes left. I wouldn't have wasted a skill on capturing this arc. Yeah, see, that's a waste. I would just be stalling, pull back, and then just target the arc carrier. Don't even worry about the building. It's not going down. Not with Artemisia. They just need to stall. Because what this stall is doing is it's allowing HKL to rally the structures. It's going to be hard to get the win. Yeah, I think so. I agree. I agree. With the structure game being the way it is, still even, yeah. See, I don't know if I agree with this. I don't know if I would be swarming this building. I would just stall. Just stall. You got plenty of... Just keep killing the marches and stall and stall and stall, and that's it. The reason this would may be a smart play is because they're forcing them to actually have to garrison the building, which means that this arc carrier may not be able to get in. And that's the key right there. You need to have enough troop space for your march to get in. HKL still bringing the troops. Shoo. Where is he going with the arc? Oh no. See? So this is what that is effectively doing. Because they're forcing them to garrison the building, the arc carrier can't get in now. Oh no, that's so bad. They got him trapped. They got him trapped. Oh no. Oh no. This could be bad. Okay, so they captured the arc. But like I was saying about the times, look at the times. So another arc will not spawn. So now we are going to focus on, it's all about the game. It's all about the structure game now. Wait. All right, let's see. Let's go to some blinking structures. Ooh. If you want to see what you should be doing, perfect example. Enemy structure. Look at all the marches here. Oh. So now they're neutralizing structure game. So points. There you go. Just drop. So now 411K needs to neutralize. They just got to swarm it. Doesn't matter. They can't let them capture this building. And basically what they need to be doing is they need to be neutralizing buildings as well. So it's going to come down to provisions. All comes down to provisions. Provisions, provisions, provisions. That's what's going to win. They need to neutralize this game. Neutralize the field. Even if they don't recapture it, because it's going to be... They could try to recapture it. They'll get a couple ticks before. Couple ticks. They got an Ethel... No, that's not an Ethel garrison. I was like, oh no. But structures are blinking everywhere. Here we go. They just need to be going full melt mode, melting their faces on this building. Got a minute 30 and they need to take it down. I'm gonna keep it on here for a minute, but I do want to see if people are provisioning. So I'm gonna zoom out here in a second. Let me see. I want to see. All right, there we go. There's one. Who's that? I don't even know. I can't read Chinese, so sorry about that. Or if it's Chinese. I don't know if it's Chinese. Here we come. All the lines should be coming back now. Provisions. They need to start pulling them. 3 minutes. Here we come. Provision game. 100. You got 133 million power player that's provisioning. That should tell you something right there. All right, let's keep an eye on this guy. Provisions, provisions, provisions. I know they weren't farming with the Saladin, so I don't know why it's coming full force. Let's keep an eye, though. So we know we definitely have some coming in. We'll keep an eye on that. We're going to go back to the structures. Artemisia. Go. Is this the rally? Oh. There you go. There's 2K from just provisions right there. Hopefully they have more provisions. If they do, this will get interesting. So how did you like the stream, Jasper? Thank you again for joining us. I know all the madness is over there on the Rise of Kingdoms channel and everybody else. Let's see. Oh, it's censoring your stuff? I'm going to have to look. I'll have to look into that. I didn't notice that. Let's see. Structure game. By 3K, man. Oh, my goodness. Of course, Jasper. Of course. Anytime, bud. Excuse me. We will be streaming the JWM2 match in a little bit. So that I am excited about. I think that's going to be an amazing match as well. So we will be streaming that one at 15 UTC. So I'll do a little recap at the very end. Let's check out some of the scores real quick, because I'm pretty sure this one's over. So we're gonna check out some of the scores real quick, see how we're doing. So we got HKL here, almost 200. Oh my, that's just dirty. Let's give everyone their moments of fame. All right, let's zoom up. Let's give 411K their time. 153. Man, what a match. It's a tremendous match from both sides. But you can't have that. You can't have that. All right, let's see who our MVP was. Billy. The MVP, man, with 192,000 individual score. Tremendous score. That's insane. That's insanity right there. The little piggy. I like it. I like it. All right, let's check this leaderboard out. All right, so as we expected, so the Ark of Osiris was important. They did prioritize it. Occupation score, we did say, was one of the keys to victory. So HKL came out hot again. Their occupation score was on par. And 411K, they had the provision score. Let's see. Look at the units healed. Man. Woo. That right there. That right there. Dude, that's dirty. Like, that tells you a lot. They did a ton of swarming. So that's something that people have to keep in mind too. Like, swarming's great, but when you give every player on both teams an Attila Takeda and a max, max expertise, you're gonna get that. That's eventually gonna happen when you're swarming an Attila. It's gonna happen. That's insane. 12 million, and those are T5s too. Those aren't even T4s. So imagine 12 million T5s. I know for a fact that it takes 8 days to heal. What was I healing? Pretty close. That's pretty close. I think it was like 400 or 500k, and I was healing for like 15, 16 days without helps. So that's insanity. That's probably close to like 50 to 60, maybe even 70 days worth of healing right there. That's nuts. All right, our captures. All right. All right, so quick recap. Let's recap the match real quick. The keys to victory, we did say, were 411k. If they wanted a chance, they needed to stop or stall the HKL initial push and get first occupations on their structures. They effectively did that. HKL's key to victory was to make sure that 411k, they didn't allow them to control the middle in a dominant way. They did that. 411k did come early and often. They just weren't able to capture it as fast as they could in order to enact another arc to come back out. But the ultimate key to victory, and the reason the HKL ultimately won, was their structure game. We highlighted it several times. It was amazing to watch, and it's something that every aspiring team that wants to do well in Osiris League should take notice of. It's one thing to be able to surround the open field around your structures, but when you can do that on enemy structures, you move your team into another tier, because it forces your team to fight the opponent to fight on their back foot, which is effectively what HKL did by having their open field presence be the way it was. So ultimately, that is why HKL won this match. It was an awesome match to cast. It was hella fun. I'm super excited for both of these teams going forward. I'm expecting great things from both of them. Congratulations to both of these champions. For those of y'all who don't know, Horus Kingdom, the Osiris League champions for season 2 was HKL. And congratulations again to 411k, amazing people. Champions in the Anubis Kingdom for Osiris League season 1. I am excited for their season 2 as well as season 3 for Horus Kingdom, or Horus Realm. Should be very interesting. Hopefully that's sooner than later. And we're gonna, with that being said, we're gonna leave it off at that recap. We are gonna be starting another stream here in probably the next hour for the next match that we are gonna be casting, which is the JWM2 versus FN match, which we're extremely excited. Should be hyper competitive, and we look forward to seeing y'all again. All right, for those of y'all who joined us, I'm Anthony from the Bulbaritos. Appreciate everything that y'all have done, all the support. Make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to our channel if you love this kind of content. Everything helps the channel grow. And if you're interested in meeting some cool people, we have an awesome Discord filled with Rise of Kingdoms, League of Legends. We're really trying to build a community that's super interactive and engaging for all of y'all. This is for y'all. It's not for me. I want to build a community that allows creatives, entrepreneurs, as well as gamers a place to have a cool place to come and chill and have a beer, or not have a beer if you're under 21 or wherever you're at. But until then, guys, I'm Anthony from the Bulbaritos. I'll see y'all in the next stream. All right, Bulbaritos out.